Well, hello everybody. This week is a week of just everything going wrong. Like, think of what could go wrong, now multiply it by 10 across the board. I'm trying to be happy and smiley. Actually, I am on, because I've just solved one of the problems. So last week I was looking at renting a unit, and when I tried to do it, a very dodgy lettings agent, the moment I paid the deposit, said, right, well actually I'll charge you for a year up front. You've got to pay for 1 year's rental. I said, no, we've agreed monthly. No, now you can pay yearly, and if you don't, I'm keeping your deposit. I've just paid a month's deposit. And he was just being really sketchy, but he wasn't the landlord, he was the letting agent. I managed to finally trace it back and find the landlord, and the landlord was quite mortified and said, oh my god, no, we'll get you your deposit back, which they did. They then apologised for having put out their business to such a sketchy dude, and invited me to come over, but to be honest, I have absolutely no appetite for going there now. So that was one thing. Somebody tried to rip me off, and it's taken a week of fighting to get the money back. And then I had a problem with microchips, and I filmed it at the time, and I'll put that now so you can see just how miserable I was. I am not very happy right now. Truman is down here with our new circuit boards. I've been running out. I've turned down all my advertising, and I literally got down to the last 2 units where the circuit boards turned up to make the next ones, and they're here, and there's a problem in that I don't know if you'll be able to see there where my fingertip is. There's a microchip missing. There's one of the chips hasn't been put on in the factory. I'm not sure why it's happened. It might be their mistake, it might be my mistake. Doesn't matter, I've got to fix it. But I've got no units. Unfortunately, I do have a small number of those chips here, so I can manually put them on. So that won't make a difference. I can manually do it here. And it means I've had to order hundreds of chips to be delivered to me here so I can manually put them on, but it's probably 3 days work just to put these chips on the circuit boards I've got. Production is hard. Right, to make sure I can fulfill orders now, I'm having to use up all the chips that I've got, and I'm down to my last one. But I do have a lot of donor boards. So donor boards are, this is a good example. Danger, charge controller overheat. So we know that there's a problem with the battery charging, but there's nothing wrong with the chip that I need. So we can take the chips off and move them. I think the other thing was we've now got a box. You know, it looks the way that I want now. This looks great. So we're going with that. It's crazy expensive in the printing, like way more than I imagined. But these things just have to happen, I suppose. We're on track. Things are going okay. but it's a roller coaster sometimes.